My question to you is if it was miserable enough so that you had decided that you were going to move out.
Because at the time I was putting my feelers out to find another roommate, and nobody had said,
that.
you know.
I mean, are we talking apples and oranges here? What I asked you is why would you ask him to do you a favor and scan something in his computer for you if you really weren't talking to each other?
Because I wanted a picture of it. And he was sitting on
Why?
his computer, and I said, hey,
Why?
Jim, can you
Why?
scan this for me?
No. Why?
Because I wanted it on a disc.
According to you, you had it. You had the Polaroid picture. You said it was a Polaroid. You had
Yeah, it is a Polaroid.
You had a Polaroid picture.
Uh-huh.
So why do you need another one?
Because I wanted it on my computer as on my desktop. I wanted on my computer, so when you turn my computer on, I have a picture of me and my friend. That's what I wanted. And that's how it
I don't know if
started
I'm
out.
satisfied. Listen. Can you prove to me that he owes you $106 for utilities?
I only brought the one phone bill with me, ma'am.
From what month?
February, ending February 22nd.
And what does it say?
Well, the total for the month was $244.96, but I went through and highlighted all of his phone calls on the bill.
Would you take a look at this bill? Thank you.
Okay.
Now look at the things that are highlighted.
Well, some of the
Those are your
phone numbers are mine. I'm not going to disagree that some of these phone numbers are mine. But on all the bills, he charges me phone taxes plus basic service charges and all these ridiculous amounts of money for bills. I was paying $350 a month in bills.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Do you have to cancel checks for him for utilities? For the utilities that
No,
you
I
paid
gave him
this
cash.
month? You gave him
I
cash.
gave him
He always
cash.
paid me cash, and I
paid him in
recorded
cash.
it. And every time he gave me a payment, I gave him a new printout showing where he gave me the payment.
But towards the end, right before I moved out, that's when I said I wanted to see the bills because the bills
I
were
don't
too
blame you
high.
for- I don't
And he
blame him.
wouldn't show them to me.
He could have looked at them at any time. They always sat on my desk.
No. I asked him.
They were always on my desk. He could have looked at them at any time.
Then if
You're
I
not
could have looked at them any time.
Mr. Davis, did he ask you to see at any time the original bills?
No, ma'am, he did not. The agreement on when he moved in was $300 a month in rent, $300 security deposit, which he only paid 100 of.
Which is a lie.
He was to pay 50% of the electric, 50% of the gas.
It sounds reasonable, sir, that when you move in, you say, I'm going to pay this much in rent, and this is the portion of the utilities that I'm going to pay. You agreed to pay 50%.
At first.
There was no change, ma'am.
Then you got angry that you were paying 50% because he was using more utilities than you were because he was running a business out of it.
Right.
Right.
Not
Well, then
angry,
you
but
have
I felt like he was using me, and I was paying more than
Then
my
you
fair
have-
share.
No, listen to me, Mr. White. You didn't make a contract with him for $300 a month plus your fair share of utilities. You made a contract with him for $300 a month and 50% of the utilities.
Yes.
And then you unilaterally wanted to change that because he was using more of the utilities than you were.
Right.
Right? You can't do that. And quite frankly, I cannot say in good conscience that I am satisfied that those things emanated from him and that they were disseminated to anyone because I have no proof that they were disseminated to anyone. I have no proof that they were disseminated to your mother, to Al-Anon, to your father. I have no proof of that, sir. I only have your statement that they were. So I have two problems. I have two problems. One is that I'm not convinced that he did it. He seems to think that you did it yourself. That's what he seems to suggest in his answer.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why anybody would be nuts enough to do that themselves. Right. But even if he did it, I don't have any proof, sir, that it was disseminated to anyone. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. So your lawsuit and his countersuit are dismissed. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.